Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be recreating this Ankara dress, and we're going to be using Ankara fabric and also crepe fabric. It's a bustier. It's going to have a slit at the front, and so I have this crepe fabric. This crepe is just 1 yard. I have this Ankara fabric. For this tutorial I used about 3.5 yards of fabric. So let's get into the tutorial proper. First thing, I'm going to be cutting the back skirt first, and that is why you see me marking out the zipper. I folded using the client's hip measurement divided by 4. I added 1 inch ease, then sewing allowance. So I'm marking out the zipper allowance first, and this is why I marked I cut out the back first, because I was going to use it to cut out the front. So, ideally would use front cut back, but in this case I'm using the back to cut out the front. So I'm marking my hemming allowance, and after that I'm just going to mark all the needed, you know how it's done. You mark the waistline, the hip line, the knee line, then you connect all of this together. So firstly I'm marking where each of these lines is going to be. Then here is me marking my hip measurement divided by 4 plus sewing allowance. There is no dart on this. Then you go to the hip line. You're going to take the hip measurement divided by 4. Then the 1 inch is, don't forget I said there is the 1 inch is, and also the sewing allowance. And after you're done with the hip, you're going to go ahead to the knee. Actually, it's above the knee. So you're going to take whatever you have on your hip, we're going to transfer it to the hem part, because it's not actually a fitted pencil. So whatever you have on the hip is also going to put on the hem line and also on the knee line. Then we're going to make that into a straight line. We're going to connect all of those markings together, after which we are done with the back piece. So after this, we're going to move to the front piece. Like I said, I'm going to be using this back to cut the front piece. And back to my explanation, the reason I'm cutting the back first is because the front piece is also going to have a kind of allowance. So that is why I'm going to use the back to cut it. So whatever I have on the back, I already added allowance on the back. So I'm going to use it for the front allowance that I'm going to be needing for the front piece. So I'm connecting all the dots together now, after which I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. So now that I'm cutting out already, I'm just going to use this to cut for the front. So I will refold. I'm opening my zipper space. So I'm folding the folding allowance. I'm just going to fold it in. Then I'm going to refold my fabric. That's the remaining fabric left. I'm going to refold it. Then I'm going to cut out what I need. So I'm just remarking. So at the end of the day, I didn't use the back to cut out the front space. So I just cut out a fresh fabric for the front, and I also cut that out. So I took the front piece, I opened it up, because that's where we're going to get our front design. So I'm going to decide where I want my slit to be, and my decision was to put it on where the dart line was supposed to be, if I wanted to put a dart on this dress. But I'm not going to put a dart, so I'm marking the dart line from the waistline down to the hem of this skirt part. So from there, I'm going to decide how wide I want the opening to be, and to get that, I measured where I want the slit opening to start from. And when I got that, I marked that part out, and from there I marked 3 inches away from the dart line on the hem line, and there I just made this connection. You're going to see in the video what I'm trying to talk about. So I marked 3 inches all the way down, so that the slit opening is not just straight. It's actually not just a slit. It actually has an opening, about 3 inches wideness. Now you can actually decide how wide you want yours to be. It doesn't have to be 3 inches. It can actually be 2. It can be less. It can be more. But for this particular client, 3 inches is just fine. So I'm cutting that part out. So that means we have 2 pieces for the front piece. The idea is just to, turn it with lining, place it with half of an inch over each other. in just stitch. We're going to have that. Then we'll move to the upper part. So for the upper part, I have this pre-prepared bustier pattern. So the only thing I did is just to create a neckline, that neckline you see on the dress. And I also have the back piece done. This is off shoulder bustier. It's something we've all done, we know. So I'm cutting it out. I also use that to cut out the crepe and the lining, and I'm going to join the lining to each of the fabrics. So I don't know what happened, my video stopped at a point. So now I have my fabrics joined to the lining. So now this time to couple them together, you can see I'm placing the front pieces over each other with 1/2 inch. I'm going to stitch it down, then I'll stitch the upper part to the lower part, and I'm also going to do the same thing for the back. So the back upper part, I have that on it, and I also have this opening I left. This is where I'm going to insert the strap. You know, there is this strap that goes to the back, so I'm going to insert our strap at that point, and I'm going to fix my zipper. So I'm just going to explain this in one video. So I'm going to do that. Now, after doing that, the next thing is to shape. I fixed my zipper. That's the opening I was talking about for the strap. So I'm going to go ahead and shape, take my measurements, you know, the bust measurements, the waist measurements, hip down to the hem. And I'm going to, you know, couple the pieces, the front and the back piece, so we have just one piece, after which we're going to move to the design on the front of the blouse. So here is it. You're going to decide the measurements you want, where you want your strap to go. And for mine, I created a 2 inches strap for the crepe, which is going to be what I want. And for the pleats, the Ankara pieces, it's actually 2 layers. I was going to be pleated into the crepe. I made sure I cut out about ×3 of what I actually need, because I'm going to be pleating. So after that, I folded, one is 3 inches on fold, the other one is about 2.25 inches on fold. I've ironed it, so I'm just going to place it over each other and stitch it down. If you see the style, you're going to understand what we are doing. So I placed the shorter one, the 2 inches one, I placed it on the 3 inches one, and I stitched it down at the rough edges. After stitching it down, I'm going to pleat it into the crepe. The crepe is what I need exactly. What I cut out for the crepe is exactly what I need. After taking measurement from the back strap all the way back to the other back strap, to get the design. So I'm going to pleat it into it this way, as you can see. Then I'm going, after stitching it down, pleating it down, I'm going to flip it over to cover it up, more like taping it with crepe. So I'm going to tape it like that, and that is almost done. The next thing we're going to do, this is what we have after. Now I think you get the point. So I've ironed it again. Now I'm just going to take the midpoint, I've decided where I want the strap to go on the dress. So I'm going to mark the midpoint, and I'm going to start pinning from one side then to the other side, after which I'm going to stitch it down on the machine, then turn to the other side, and that is where our opening at the back comes into play. I'm just going to insert it like that, and I'm also going to do the other part, then I'll stitch it down, and we have our dress ready. So at this point, guys, if you have not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button, and so you can get more of these videos as they come. So stay tuned to see the results of what we have done. I'll see you again in another video. Bye.